观众朋友，欢迎收看《车行世界》节目。在上期节目中呀，我们请来了麦韦德律师，给我们讲一下在发生了车祸意外之后呀，有哪些事情是你应该做的。那么在这次节目时间中呢，我们继续请来了麦律师，给我们讲一讲，如果车祸发生之后，有哪些事情是不能做的。Hi, right? Nice to meet you again. Nice to meet you.
There's some things that you definitely should not do. The first thing you should not do is assume that the police are going to get all the information you need. They should, but it doesn't mean that they will. Okay. And as I told you, the first thing that police often don't get is a witness. So if you have a witness there, don't assume that the police got the information. Try and get the witness's name and phone number yourself.
Okay.
The second thing I would say is don't use Medicaid or Medicare. As we just discussed, car insurance or workers' compensation would take care of those things. If you use Medicaid or Medicare, you'll have to pay them back, and that'll cost you money.
Okay.
The next thing I tell people is don't be afraid if you're undocumented. This is a big thing. I think a lot of undocumented people are afraid to call either the police for help, they're afraid to give the proper information or the proper name.
Yeah.
I have never seen an issue where the police in New York at a car accident scene are interested in your legal status. They're interested in what happened and getting the information down. Don't worry about that. Get the police report you need, get the medical attention you need, and most importantly, don't give a fake name or fake ID. It will kill your case. It will. If you're hurt and you're entitled to compensation and you've given a fake name or fake information, it will come back to be a major problem.
Okay.
Last thing I would say is in a situation where somebody gets in an accident with you and that person drives away, don't chase after them. That's very dangerous. Do your best to try and get the license plate number. If you can and it happens too fast, let them get away. If you have your own car insurance, your car insurance will pay for that situation. Earlier I had said don't use your Medicaid or Medicare if you've been involved in a car accident. And the reason for that is that Medicaid or Medicare will ask to be paid back at the end of the case. If you use the car insurance, they can ask to be paid back. And most private insurances, though not all, most private insurances also cannot ask for the money back. So if you have a situation where you're going to get $1,000, and in one situation you owe $100 back, and the other situation you don't, well, of course, not paying the money back leaves you with more money. And it's that simple. So at the end of the case, you don't want to be left over with bills that you have to pay to reduce the amount of money that you get to keep in your pocket.
Exactly.
So by following some simple rules and making sure that the car insurance pays for everything the car insurance is supposed to pay for, it will make sure that the clients get more money at the end of the day. The biggest issues with our Chinese clients come up with undocumented clients, and that many of them are afraid to make the necessary claims. They're worried about either making problems for their boss or making problems for the community. And what I can tell them is that, listen, this system has developed in America is a very, very stable and sound system. It's a great system. You're not making trouble. You're exercising your rights. You're totally entitled to do this. You consult with a lawyer. It's free. And if you don't have a case, you don't have a case. And if you have a case, you should get what you're entitled to. Yeah. It's so important when people are injured in an accident, they're knocked out of work, they're suffering, they may not be able to resume their regular life again. And while money won't make that person the same way they were before, it does give them options. It can let them hire help. It can get them the money they need to survive, to take care of themselves or their family. It's really crucial that if you've been in an accident, to talk to a lawyer, find out what your rights are, and don't be afraid to start a lawsuit or to start a claim against somebody. It's just your rights.
Yeah, this is right.
It's not personal.
Exactly.
And you know what? You're suing somebody in a car accident. You're not saying, hey, you hit me on purpose. It's your fault. You're a criminal. That's not what you're saying at all.
Exactly.
You're simply saying, hey, you bought protection in case you hurt me, and now I need to use that protection. Let me get at your insurance company, and I will deal with them.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's nothing to be afraid of on either side. And you know, a good lawyer should make the client feel comfortable and understand that you're not doing something wrong, you're not doing something that's dirty or mean or nasty. You're just getting what you're entitled to, and what you probably need.
Yeah. 对于很多中国观众来讲呢，他们可能不太了解、不太熟悉美国的这个社会的秩序啊，这个国家的制度等等。那么呢，刚才麦维德律师讲了很多，在这个国家你就放心大胆的用你的律师、用你的保险公司，你付他的费用就是为了保护你的权利的。所以呢，在这个国家呢，我们有很多时候我们的这个社会思维、我们的生活习惯也会发生很多改变。你要习惯在美国的生活方式。
Well, one of the things that we understand here is that service is important. So we want to take care of our clients. And one of the things we do with that is we try to explain to our clients what's going on. If they have a question about the law, we don't mind spending the time and telling them and educating them so that they can make good decisions. We don't try and make decisions for our clients. We try and give them all the information. We give them our best advice, and we let them make the decisions. And I think that does set us apart because a lot of law firms just want you to do whatever they think that you should do and don't want to kind of let you make the decision yourself.
亲爱的观众朋友，希望在新的一年里面呢，您能够平安驾驶、健康快乐。我们也希望在看过我们这期节目之后啊，如果您碰到这样的意外伤害，你就知道应该如何帮助自己，也帮助律师得到合理的赔偿。好，我们下期节目时间再见。